Welcome, welcome to Crafty Blessings with Angie. Welcome, welcome to Crafty Blessings with Angie. As you come on, if you'll say hello so I can greet you. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you for sending me out. I appreciate that so very much. Welcome, welcome to Crafty Blessings with Angie. So today, I'm in an event with the Sacred Treasure House. And it is the Home for Birds event. And everyone is doing birdhouses. And so, hi Leslie. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for spreading me out, sprinkling me out. Thank you. And so, if you've missed any of this event, you can go to the Sacred Treasure House group. You can join that and you can see all the presenters that have already presented. We started the day off with Lulu Crafting with a Purpose. Then we went to the Crafting Coop. Then we went to Crafting and Creating with Christina. Then we had Pretty Pieces by Michelle. And just before me was Timeless Treasures by Tanya, one of our hosts. And then you have me. And after me, we have Paint Party with Lydia, followed by T&D Creations. Then we have White's Creative Designs, followed by Crafting with Shelly Designs. Then we have Just Jackie Crafting, and we end the night with Jeannie's Palette. And if anything was to change with the schedule, if you go to the Sacred Treasure House, you will be on the right place, because if something happens and they need to make a change, everything will happen there. And you can go to the featured section and you can see that updated if something was to change. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Hi, Kim from my corner. Hi, Creative Designs and DIY. Hi, Lulu Crafting with a Purpose. Welcome. Hi, Leslie, and thank you. Oops. Y'all, okay. So, I want to get started with what I got to do to make sure I have plenty of time. And thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support and sending me out to your groups and letting your friends and your family know that I'm live. So I had a couple of these surfaces. I buy a lot of times, if I see clearance marked down really good at Dollar General or wherever I get it. This came from Dollar General. I'm sure I didn't give much for these because I usually buy my surfaces like that. So I'm going to create something that I seen. I was on Pinterest just browsing around trying to come up with some ideas of what I wanted to do. Hi, Cheryl Thompson. Thank you for being here. Oh, I said Thompson. Tomlinson. Sorry, I apologize. Thank you for being here. So, I had seen on Pinterest, I seen the cutest little craft, and it was done by Hammond's Nest. And so I went to her Facebook page, and I found her. And I found her. She has just a short video, like a reel video, of her making similar. So I will probably tag her page because I like to do that if I use somebody's idea. Mine won't be exactly like hers, and it isn't probably going to be as beautiful as hers, but I'm trying. I don't have the exact same stuff she had. So I have this, but I have a second one that I pre-painted and we're going to use today. So I'm probably going to add another coat real quick. But I started out like so, and I painted it with some Waverly Chalk Cashew. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Tanya, for spreading the blessings. Thank you. Hi, Ray from Creative Designs. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong way. Oh, yeah. I'm seeing the whole name now. Creative Designs and DIY from Blueberry Hill. This thing, it shortens everything. So thank you for being here. So as you see, this is what we started with, what we're going to. And then I've had one of these boxes that come from Dollar Tree. I did put a coat of the same color of paint on my box. I probably didn't even need to because it's a similar color originally, but I wanted it to match. So that's what we're starting with. I think I need another little bit of a coat on, and I may not, but I want to paint my edges. So I'm going to do that now. I think I'm going to sit down. I may have to adjust my camera after I sit. We'll see. No, I think we're okay. Can y'all see my table? I've been adjusting my camera a little bit because I'm using a phone that I can read comments right here. Trying to make it better for everyone to be able to see better. And I don't like a camera right up in my face. My preference is not to have it like that. So I just started doing things a little different. Thank you all. Thank you. I think my comments quit on me. There we go. Oh, y'all. Oh, I hate that feature. It went to the next video on me. There we go. Anyway, so we're going to move on. Okay. Now it's taking me to an old video. We may be in trouble. Why does FB want to do that? Yeah, it's taking me to an old video instead of the current one. Click that. Maybe we'll go to the right video. There we go. We're on the right video. Oh. Okay. So. Yeah. I was going to do it after the live, but you can if you want. You can. Just add some seasoning to it. We're having beef stew. Y'all, I'm having problems. I don't know what's happened. Something's shifted. And I can't turn my legs the way I want to. There we go. Oh, goodness. My craft room is overtaking me. I need to do some getting rid of. I really do. It's so hard to part with things. When you have a craft room, you're like, oh, I might use it. You know, and you want to keep every little thing because you might get an inspiration of how you want to use that later. But my craft room is not quite as big as it needs to be. I tried to get my husband to build it twice this size when he was building it. He thought this was big enough, so. I sound like that man in the Bible who wanted to build bigger barns. Forgive me, Lord. I need to get rid of some stuff. Bless somebody with it. Okay. So I'm just putting a coat of this. This is the cashew paint. You're overflowing. Me too. Yeah, I made that last spring. The birdhouse above me. And, yeah, I'm overflowing too. I'll be honest with you, I need an organizer. I need someone to come in and help me organize it better. I have all these beautiful shelves and things, and it just needs to be organized better. I know there's a better way, and I could find things better, but organizing is not my skill. Thank you, thank you. Let's see who that was. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for being here. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Let's Be Artful. I think your name's Angie, I think. Hi, Just Jackie Crafton. Thank you for being here. There's Paint Party with Lydia. She's up after me. But yeah, I think I need someone that's really good at organizing things to come in and help me organize my craft supplies. I know. I have a really good friend that's good at it, and she lives close to me, one of my best friends here locally. And she lives really close to me, but she stays so busy. I haven't been able to get her to come and help me. But she works a full-time job, and she's very, very busy person. But I need her skills. She told me that if she was doing it, she would do a shelf at a time. Just take everything off that shelf and decide what you're doing. Well, that might work, but it probably wouldn't for me, because more than one shelf has stuff that I would want grouped together. You know what I'm saying? And I would end up with a pile of stuff not knowing where to put it. And then I would get tired. Your old craft room's going to be a plant room now, huh? Then I would get tired and I would just throw it in here. Because I'd get frustrated. Yeah. But anyway, you know, I'm very, very thankful, very, very blessed to have a craft room, and I'm not going to complain at all. God's blessed me to be able to have it, and I want to use it to the best of its ability, though. That's the big thing. It's not really about needing more space. It's about using the space I have the right way. Hi, Handa. Hello, Diane. Thank you for being here. Send to me next. Who are we sending? Because if you got somebody, send them my way. So anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm drawing this, and as I stated earlier, I'm in an event today with Sacred Treasure House, and that is 3 wonderful ladies. We have Deborah from Sacred Soul. We have 2, we have Tanya from Timeless Treasures by Tanya. And then we have 3, we have from Lisa's Craft House. And so they put on these events so that we can all be together and craft. And, you know, when I used to do events, I loved themes because it gives your brain a place to go. I like Crafter's Choice. Don't get me wrong, I do. But sometimes with a lot of Crafter's Choice, my brain is just like, oh, I don't know what to do. And there's too many choices. So whenever you have a theme, your mind can kind of focus on that one certain theme and get some ideas going. And we want to, hi, Maddie. There's my baby. There's my baby, Maddie. Hi, baby. You gonna kick me hurt me for calling you baby on the live, weren't you? Your mama's baby, though. That's my daughter, Madison. Okay, so this is what we got. We got our little house, and then we got this. This is one of those little boxes from Dollar Tree, and we're going to attach this. Yeah, there's my Maddie. She said no, she's not going to get me for calling her baby. Her my baby. I love her so much. I love both my girls. I got to see my oldest girl earlier. I missed one of the lives for the most. Well, I think it was Michelle. I missed over half of it. I felt bad, but I was on FaceTime with Hannah and my grandbaby, and I was like, maybe they'll forgive me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this box to the front of my little house, okay? You see, I'm going to make it flush. And because this is, did you tell them about the sourdough loaves? Nope, I haven't yet. I will. She's so excited, y'all. She's been learning more and more about making sourdough bread. And she made 2 loaves of bread last night with what they call inclusions. Well, one of them, I guess, had an inclusion. One of them just had some flavoring added to it. But she made a cheddar jalapeno loaf, and then she made a everything bagel loaf. And they turned out good. I was so happy for her. Sometimes when you're doing sourdough, as you're learning, you might have some loaves that don't turn out quite as good. And Maddie's learning, and she's trying to get really good at it. So I was very, very happy for her. She FaceTimed with us to show us, and then she sent me some pictures, and she said it turned out really good and tasted really good. So we're really loving this sourdough bread journey that we're on. If anybody is into sourdough bread, I would love to know. I know, she should cook with us sometime. She doesn't have the greatest internet sometimes at her house, so I'm not sure about her going live from her house or not. Or if she would be comfortable doing it, I'm not sure. So this is what we got, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of distressing, and I've got to make a decision because I got 2 or 3 things I have in my brain. Again, I was inspired by a photo that was on Pinterest. It was posted by Hammond's Nest. I want a little bit of antique wax. I hope I don't mess anything up, but I'm going to try to do a little bit of distressing with some antique wax. And I'm just going to do a little bit of distressing with this antique wax on the edges. I probably should have used a little dabby brush. I had one of those. I don't know what I've done with it. One of those little dabby ones. Guess I'll just use this paintbrush. Offload it a little bit. So I'm just doing the edges, y'all. Just the edges around the box. Hi, Janet. You would have to do it at Mom's house. Yeah. Just had sandwich bread with A sandwich was, oh yes. Madison made a sandwich loaf. You can use your discard for that. She made a loaf of that. Well, 2 loaves of that while she was at my house visiting recently. And it was very good. Very good. So I'm just putting some distressing, y'all, on the top part. I'm going to fill this box up with stuff. So you're not going to see the edges so much. I just want a little bit of distressing on the, because I want it to look rustic, you know. This is a very rustic idea that I seen Hammond's Nest do, and I can't replicate hers exactly, nor do I want mine to be exactly like hers. I don't know why I'm doing it up here, because I'm putting something different up there. But her inspiration, I want it to be similar, because I loved it so much. I'm putting a little bit in the background. I might have just goofed up with that. I might have to have a little paint back to this. A little more distressed than what I really wanted. Maybe I can spray a little bit of, where'd my spray bottle go? Oh, set it in the floor. Get me another. There's a recipe used that makes it not super sour. Yes. And there's different things that you can do to your sourdough bread of how you proof it and stuff like that makes it more sour or less sour. And Maddie's learned to, depending on how much of your starter that you use, also makes the sour taste vary. I like a sour, but I don't want it to be a strong, bitter sour. But I do like a sour taste, because that's what sourdough bread is. Y'all, I took some discard. Your discard, when you feed your starter, you take out part and you don't feed the whole amount. I took some of my discard the other day and I breaded pork cutlets with it. They tasted good that night, but I had some left over that I put in the refrigerator. They taste better now. They taste even better now. That's what I had today to eat. I heated up a couple of those. Yes, you did get to meet my Maddie. I'll have to have you send it to me. I just can't get into the taste. Oh, she wants the recipe. Well, Maddie will have to get that so we can share it with y'all. We can always post on my page the recipe for you, or message it to you, or whatever. But Maddie's, she made some pretzel bites for the Super Bowl, which we didn't really watch Super Bowl. Her husband watched it. We didn't really watch it. But she made some pretzel bites for that. They were, I had to really stop myself. Y'all, I'm diabetic. And I can have a little bit more of sourdough stuff than regular stuff, because it doesn't make your sugar spike as bad, but it's still, I still have to be careful. My husband's making yeast rolls right now, and they can make my sugar go quite crazy. So I have to limit myself. So 1 yeast roll is all you get, and make sure I eat enough protein and enough other stuff that it's not so hard on my body. So anyway, okay, so we have a very distressed now. Okay, so here's what we got. See, I did the sides. Now, I don't know why I did the top, because on the top's going to have something else. So what I'm going to do is, I've got, for my top, I've got a piece of cardboard that I've peeled off the top layer, so you see all the ridges. And I've got it already ready to go, and it's going to go on our top. Now, I'm putting it flush to the back so that it has a little extra area right here, okay? Let's turn it this way. And I'm just going to hot glue that. She has taken a break from crochet because of her hands. They hurt her so bad. We need to get her some of those gloves to wear. They're like made with copper in them, and we just haven't done that. So she's took a break. Y'all, I put that after I said I wanted it flush with the back. I pulled it the wrong way, but it's okay. I think we'll be okay. She loves to crochet, and she has a ton of crochet stuff, but her hands have made it difficult to do it. She started a little animal for the baby, and she couldn't finish it. It just was hurting her too bad. So she had found in her stuff, she found a little bear that she had made a long while back. So a monkey. She's giving that to the baby. Okay. See how I did that? There's our roof. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this antique wax, and we're going to go down my roof and make it just a little darker. Hi, Brenda. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I go live once or twice a week. I usually try to post. If you have Telegram, I do have a Telegram, and I do try to send out a Telegram to let people know what I'm doing. And I usually post, hi Crafting with Shelly. I usually post on my page ahead of time. If you go to my page, I try to put it in the featured section, but sometimes I forget to do that. So I'm just taking some of this antique wax and doing my roof a little darker. You know, I think every kind of bread has its, some people love it, some people don't. I personally don't care for rye bread. There's different kinds of breads out there that some people might not like, pumpernickel or whatever. So sourdough is the same idea. You know, it's a different taste, and it may not be everyone's taste. But the quality, the benefits of sourdough is that it does help with good gut health. So, if you have stomach issues and you battle with that, now you might get a little upset stomach at first till your body kind of adjusts to that. Because I've had some a little bit. But the more I'm incorporating sourdough starter and discard into things that I eat, I think the better it's been. And you probably have had a really sour sourdough. But there are a lot varieties of sourdough. And like Maddie said, there's ways to tone the sourness down. That sandwich spread that she made, to me, didn't even have a really strong sour taste to it. You like white bread. Yeah. That sourdough sandwich bread that she made was white bread. Hi, Mary. Thank you for being here. So this is what we got so far, okay? So we got a roof. We got our box. We got some distressing all the way around. So now what we're going to do on the inside right in here, this is where I'm torn. But I think I've made up my mind. I printed out some cute little birds. I just used Canva. I made different sizes because I didn't know exactly what I wanted, okay? The only thing is I need to turn on my iron. I need to iron this. I'm going to use the smallest one. And you want to, if you use an inkjet printer, you want to iron it a little bit before you Mod Podge so it doesn't bleed. So I'm just going to lay this piece of cardboard down and I'm going to let that get warm. And I'm going to make me I have a little piece of cardboard that I cut out. Y'all, literally, this was off of a box that I've had in there with some snacks for kids' church. I just cut me a piece of cardboard off of it. This is going to become, our little bird's going to go on this. I'm going to distress it, and it's going to go in the back part of our house. I have all kinds of stuff to go inside there, okay? So if you'll hang with me, we might work on that while this iron gets hot. Just lay this right here and let the iron get hot. Okay, so on the inside part, it's like it's an empty box, see? So I've got some of the messy stuff, some of the messy moss, and we're going to put that down in there. I'm not going to put a whole lot because I've got something else to add to it too. Now, I was messing with this earlier and I already have a big mess in my floor. I'm going to have to sweep up later. Now, y'all, I was blessed to find these little things back. I don't remember. I think I paid a quarter or less for a whole bunch of these at a store that does resale stuff. And so I took and I pulled all the greenery out of it, and it leaves you with a bird nest. See that? So our little bird nest, I put some moss, and I'm going to stick my little bird nest down inside my box. Now, I'm not going to glue this in or anything because it's going to fit really snug. See my little bird nest down in there? Oh, your power just went out. Oh, Kim, I hope it doesn't stay out very long. It's too cold for power to be out. I think you have a fireplace. So I'm taking a little more moss and I'm going to stick it down in the sides and let it kind of stick out. You know, it's kind of a messy thing. Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but our temperatures here have been in danger level for us, especially. I know there's people that are used to it getting colder than us, but when you live in a place that doesn't get cold like this, our houses aren't built for it. Our heating units aren't made for it. Our power supplies are not made for it. They've actually asked for our electric company has asked us to conserve electricity because everyone's heating unit takes more energy to run, and we don't want them to do shutdowns for periods of time to conserve. So I've been trying to make sure they don't do anything unnecessary. Although my husband's bored, so he's making rolls, and using the oven, but anyway, so here we are. Got us a little nest, okay? So Now what I'm wanting to do is I've got some little flowers, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use yet. But we're going to clip some off and decide. I think I want a little pink. A little pop of pink. And I don't really care for anything about the green being there, but I just want a little bit of pink, and I'm going to try to bend it where it kind of goes down. I may have to glue it down just a little bit. I think my Telegram is still on my page. I'll have to check that. I have Telegram, and I think that it's still on my main part of my page, a link to it. But I haven't really checked that lately. I'll make sure if anyone wants to join. You do have a power. I know it does. I know it does, Kim. Hopefully it won't be off very long. Lord, please don't let her power be off very long. Jesus. Okay. I don't really like, I'm not sure I like the pink in the front. But I'm not sure I like the mixture of these two. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just put pink in the back. I wanted it to flow out. But the white, that color doesn't look great with this color. I'll show you what we got so far. Thank you, Jeannie, for sprinkling. So, our iron is hot. So, let's take our little piece of cardboard. Let's take our little print and our Teflon sheet. If you don't have a Teflon sheet, you can put a piece of material or parchment paper. You just want to iron this print a little bit before you go using it. I've found this is the best way not to have bleeding or smudging or anything, because I do print on an inkjet printer. It affects over 600 people. Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Maybe it'll be a quick fix. I love that we can see that now, though. Most of your electric companies have an app, and you can go and see how many people are affected by an outage in your area. I'm assuming that's how Kim's doing that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I got my little piece of cardboard already cut, right? So I'm going to take my print. And I'm going to cut it bigger than I know I need, just so I don't accidentally cut it too small. And I'm going to lay my print down on there. And I'm going to decoupage that on, and then I'll trim it. I need to get in the habit of wiping my edges of my containers. Sometimes they're hard to open. I don't care that there's a little bit of... Oh, wait. I might care. Maybe. Yeah. I think it'll be okay. So I'm just putting my Mod Podge on my cardboard. And then I'm not gonna worry about ironing it and all that, because I don't care if it has some texture. Push it down. Turn this so y'all can see it better while we work on this. Okay, and then I'm just gonna, if you can't handle this sound, you can mute me for a minute. up after me is Paint Party by Lydia. I'm sure she's working or already has something wonderful planned for you. If you missed anyone today, you can always go back and watch replays after the event is over at Sacred Treasure House. And y'all, their Blooming Jubilee is coming up. If someone that knows the date of that could put it in the comments. And if you want to be part, y'all, I used my brush that had a little bit of anti-quack still in it. So it's kind of distressing the color of my paper, which is perfectly fine with me. So I'm going to put this in this water right here. The lid back on this, and we're going to dry that. Guess I'll take a nap. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kim. And I know you probably need to conserve your phone battery. We have us one of those little portable chargers that can even jump start your car. And so usually we keep it charged and we can charge our phone or whatever if we have a power outage. Okay, so she just told us that it's March 11th. You have to be in the event. If you want to join that event, it's not a free event. It is $25, but you get a mystery kit and you get all the perks of being in the event. And if you want to know more information, you can find it on the Sacred Treasure House, but you can also message Tanya if you want to join. And you will get a mystery kit. And they're doing giveaways, they're playing games, all kinds of cool things. If you are interested in being a part of that, I'm not in the event, but I know that you will love it and you will enjoy it. I'm not a presenter, but these ladies are amazing people. And I know they've got wonderful things planned. So I'm just using an ink pad and making the edges of my little bird a little bit more distressed around the edges. Kind of like a frame around it. Oh. Yes, Deborah said, join us. Message Timeless Treasures by Tanya. Yes. See? So now, our little bird is going to go back here in the background. And we're just going to use some hot glue. Thank you, Brenda. So we're going to put that right back here. See? So now what we're going to do is I have some more things that go down in our nest. So I have some little eggs that I'm going to put down in there. So we're just going to, I'll probably put a little glue on them so they don't get knocked out on the floor. I believe these came from Hobby Lobby, y'all. Probably when everything was clearanced. Because that's usually what I do unless I have to have something for a certain project. I usually try to buy stuff that's on clearance. I think I'm just going to do 3. You know, everything's in 3s, right? We're going to do 3 little eggs down in there. See a little bit. I'm going to take this little ink pad. I seen a little bit of white that was just shining on our roof that I didn't care for. So this is what we got so far. Okay. So we'll set that there. So I have these little, they're candle holders, I think. You get them in a bag at Hobby Lobby. And I think I'm going to put, but you know, I don't know if it's going to work. I may need more than 2. What did I do with the bag of them? I want it to have legs. But I think I'm going to have 4 instead of 2. Let me see. I see them. We bought these for the girls' wedding and we ended up not using them. We needed something on the table to lift up something. I don't know what it was. So, we'll use them on this. So, I want to paint those a little bit, I think. Or just maybe use some antique wax on. Hi, White's Creative Designs. There's Karen. Karen's in today's event too, I believe. Thank you for sprinkling. Hi, Dee Dee. You need prayers to open it. Yes. I seen that you were in transition on your jobs. Your job. I have said a couple prayers already, and I will pray some more, Dee Dee. I want God to put you in the right place. Not just give you I know you need an income, but I also know that you need to be in a place to be a blessing and an encouragement and to share God with people. So, I will be praying extra for you, Dee Dee. God will open up the right door. This isn't nothing fancy on these. I'm just putting some wax on here and just dressing them a little bit. It's going to be the feet. Yes, for sure. And I know he does it for others. He can do it for you. Y'all, my son-in-law could use some prayers too. He don't like attention or anything like that. And if he finds out I'm asking for prayers on here, he might get frustrated with me. But he has been sick now for almost 2 weeks. And he started out with a flu, then he got strep. Now he has bronchitis, and this bronchitis just doesn't want to leave. They took him off work till Friday. Well, then he had to go back to the doctor day before yesterday, I think it was, or was it yesterday? Anyway, and then they took it, so now they're telling him they wanted to wait and not go back Friday, but go back Tuesday, his normal day to go back to work. So he works in the freezers. And so that's part of the problem because he has bronchitis. That cold air is just not good for him. Yes, he is a healer. And my son-in-law, you know, they just bought a house. They have a lot financially. And we need God to move, get him well for his health, but also so that he can provide for his family. Now, this ain't turning out the way I would like. I think I might shift gears here. It's probably the way I'm applying it. Let me try it with a brush instead. I think that might be the problem. Yes. Do you know, even when things like this happen, you know, and people are sick, and my husband and I were talking, and we even told this to Hannah, We said, Hannah, you know, there's been times when we've gotten, Terry got sick one time, and it seemed like I think he was on the verge of pneumonia, and he didn't get to work for, I don't know how many weeks. It was tough. And he said, but you know, all of our bills got paid. We don't know how. God just worked. He figured it out. You know, different people would just, you know, felt led to give you a financial blessing. And we had a couple times that maybe he would get an advance, you know, someone that knew him to do a job, and they'd say, we're going to give you some of the money ahead of time. But God always made a way. He always made a way, and he always helped us in those situations. And we didn't go hungry. We didn't, our bills got paid. Our power never got shut off. You know, you go through periods of time like that sometimes, but God has a plan, and he will make a way. So I got 10 minutes. This is an event with Sacred Treasure House. And if you're not in that group, I hope you will go to Sacred Treasure House group and join that. It's free to join that group. They do have a paid event coming up called the Blooming Jubilee. And if you want more information about that, you can contact Tanya from Timeless Treasures by Tanya. But their group that we are streaming to right now is their free group. And you can go there and you can watch all the wonderful creators. And you can be a part of it. And you can see everyone that was before me and everyone that's after me. And up after me is Paint Party by Lydia. We've had some really, really cute birdhouses today. You don't want to miss it. Tanya, who was before me, I didn't get to see her finished project, but she had a teapot birdhouse. It was so cute. So, I do recommend, if you missed anyone, go back later. But follow along in the group and see all the creators that are coming up. I'm going to dry these real quick. I hope that everyone is well. There is a lot of sickness in our area. And then our church was canceled last night because of the chance of, our roads were pretty well clear, but we had some black ice issues going on, and it was just kind of nerve-wracking thinking someone might fall. And then we have a few people that are sick, so our pastor just decided that it would be a night that we would just not have church last night. In fact, he fell in our parking lot at our church, so he didn't want to risk anyone else falling. He's okay, though. He kept telling us, I'm okay, I'm okay. But we were all nervous when we found out that he had fallen in the parking lot. But, y'all, I don't like it being so dark. So I'm going to take a little bit of this that I painted the house with. And this is a very chippy looking brush. And I'm just going to tap a little bit on there. And I'm going to offload it. And I'm going to dry brush a little bit. Probably too much. You know how you are when you do this stuff. You're like, oh, I just wanted a little touch, and then you end up getting more than you want. So then you go back with the wax, and you... It's a back and forth thing. That's kind of what I just did. But I'm not going to go back. I'm just going to dry brush this around it. Because it looks so dark compared to my my little birdhouse. I'm going to turn this around if you're late popping on so you can see what we're making. We're just doing the little feet. You had flu A and B. Oh, goodness, Karen. I knew you were sick, and I said a few prayers for you. And, but yeah, this sickness is just terrible going around. My son-in-law had flu and strep at the same time, and then he got bronchitis. And I think he's right close to pneumonia. It's really scary. And he's just 23 years old. Okay. You're welcome, Karen. I hate seeing any of my friends feeling bad and sick. And anytime I see someone who's battling sickness, I'm doing a little praying and asking God to help you get through it. No complications. I've been very blessed this year so far. I haven't gotten sick, and I could get sick tomorrow. I hope I don't. I do take a lot of vitamins. My husband and I, we take vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D3. Well, I take D3. He don't take D3, but I do because I have a D deficiency. But we take vitamin C and zinc every day to try to keep us well. And when there's a lot going around, we kind of distance ourselves too. I know. That's what I'm so worried about with him. He's been on several, they've got him on another antibiotic now. He's been on several, and they gave him a breathing treatment in their office. He's got an inhaler. And we tried to get him, we told him we have a nebulizer machine, and we have extra of the hoses and things. We have extra for it. If he needed to use it, we would bring it to him. He don't like doing breathing treatments, so he hasn't took us up on that offer. But these brutally cold temperatures aren't really helping anything. Okay, those are not perfect, but you know what? I'm not a perfect crafter. And they're going to be okay. Okay, so I'm just going to use, I got 3 minutes, y'all. I'm down to the wire. The wire. I'm going to put some hot glue on the tops of this. And here at Crafty Blessings, I try my best to encourage you to be a blessing. Y'all, try to decide how I want this. I'm just sticking that on right there. Some are darker and some are lighter. It's okay. Thank you, Lulu. Y'all, this is an amazing event, and a lot of these crafters that you're seeing pop up are in it, or they were in it already today. And so make sure that you follow them. If you see someone you're not following, go give them a follow. It doesn't cost anything. We all love to support one another and help one another and encourage one another. And that's when I say be a blessing, I always try to tell people, What can you do today to uplift, encourage, or inspire someone? It doesn't take much in this day and time when you walk in a grocery store, or you walk in at the bank, or you go through the drive-through at the fast food place, to give a smile, to say, have a great day. Do you know that means the world to some of those people? Because they get so much negative, that when a positive person comes along, it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe how nice they were. We can be a blessing. Doesn't have to cost us anything. Just being a blessing. So I put me the little legs. I love it. I love it. Now I might go back and add me some more little things draping out of this. If I just gotta look through my florals. I really would like a little more stuff draping through. But I don't know. I might keep it simple. This is something I could see my Hannah stealing if I keep it simple. Cause she don't like a whole lot. She's a simple one. She likes the simple stuff. So that's what I got. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Go see Paint Party with Lydia. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. God bless you.